Hello, I'm Sylvia, the founder of PropTech Bulgaria and also of our CSEE unit, CSEE PropTech, which reports regularly on construction, real estate, trends and PropTech companies in all 10 countries, part of Central and Southeast Europe, among which are Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Greece, Romania, Poland. Today, we continue our CSEE news released in February 2024 and reporting on all key figures related to construction and real estate trends in Bulgaria. And we start with some information about the Recovery and Resilience Plan, as it is released in Bulgaria, since it affects a lot this industry. The modified version, which still needs to be approved by the European Commission, comes to meet the respective regulation on EU level that grants allocation for all member states are to be updated in June 2022 based on each country's post-pandemic recovery performance, since Bulgaria registered a comparatively better economic outcome in 2020 and 2021 than initially expected. The maximum grant allocation under the Recovery and Resilience Plan, or RRP, was reduced by 580 million euro, from 6.26 billion euro to 5.69 billion euro. In order to align the RRP with this downward revision, the government proposed a modification of the plan. It concerns 17 projects included in the original version of the plan, some of them extensive construction works. Notable downsized projects are those linked to building a national infrastructure for storage of electricity from renewables, decreased by around 400 million euro. Modernization of hospital facilities decreased by around 80.5 million euro. Improving the energy efficiency of the building stock decreased by 43 million euro. Modernization of educational infrastructures, renovation of schools and kindergartens, construction of new ones, as well as renovation of student residences, decreased by around 1 million euro and reaching the amount of 280 million euro. 3 projects were completely dropped out of the initial RRP. These are the construction of an intermodal transport terminal in Ruse, which was estimated at the amount of 23 million euro. The digital transformation of the Bulgarian Post, estimated at 52 million euro. And digitalizing of the management, control and efficient use of water, estimated at the amount of 58 million euro. Simultaneously, funding has been revised upward for these following projects. The extension of Sofia's third metro line increased by around 11.5 million euro to the total of the cumulative amount of 122.6 million euro. Construction and or renovation of youth centers increased by around 1 million and reaching a cumulative amount of 33 million euro. The second payment, which was initially due by the end of 2022, relates to 61 milestones and 5 targets. Projects under this payment are in such areas as energy efficiency, street lighting, smart industry, renovation of buildings, digitalization of the electricity transmission grid, renewable sources, electricity storage, and the digitalization of railway transport, among others. However, in the case of this funding instrument, all measures must be implemented within a very tight frame. The regulation establishing the recovery and resilience plans requires all milestones and targets within the national plans to be completed by August 2026. Related to the residential asset class in Bulgaria, we can underline a number of trends trends. According to preliminary data from the National Statistical Institute, the number of newly built residential buildings in the first quarter of 2023 was 1,289, and the number of newly built dwellings was 4,426. Of the newly built residential buildings put into operation in the first quarter of 2023, reinforced concrete structures were 77.9%, brick structures 19.6%, and those comprised of different material 2.2%, and panel structures 0.3%. The largest share of newly built buildings is houses, 81%, followed by housing cooperatives, 12.9%, or multifamily buildings, also known as multifamily buildings. Compared to the first quarter of 2022, there is an increase in the number of newly built houses, while the number of residential cooperatives or multifamily buildings and mixed-type buildings decreased. Most of the new residential buildings are in the district of Sofia, capital city, 228 buildings with 1,430 dwellings. Plovdiv, which is the second largest city in Bulgaria, with 175 buildings with 396 units, and Burgas, which is with 141 buildings with 525 homes in them. I would like to understate that this is statistics for Q1 2023. We go on with more statistics, which is derived for the later quarters of last year. The highest share of newly built homes in two rooms homes is 36.1%, followed by those which are three-room apartments, 31.5%, and the lowest share is of those homes consisting of 5 rooms, 5.4%. For each seller, there is only one buyer. If in 2019 there were an average of 3 buyers for every seller, today the market is far more balanced. It can be said that the participants are on an equal footing and there's no predominance. Both investment buyers and those looking for a property to live in are active on the market. The share of purchased 3-room apartments is 42%, and it already equals that of 2-room apartments. The latter last year dominated the market with a share of 70%. According to Bulgarian National Bank data, following the slowdown at 2022, at the end of 2022, in the first months of 2023, loan volumes increased by about 20%, as compared to a year earlier, and returned to the growth levels typical for the last 2 years of high demand and strong housing market. Let us state some figures about the office asset class in Bulgaria in 2023. Sofia's office market is moving at 2 speeds, with projects in the prime segment performing distinctly better than the rest of the market. These are the main insights of the latest report by Cushman & Wakefield-Fulton. The hybrid model of work is permanently imposed and breaks the line between business growth and hiring new space, especially in the segments of IT and BPO companies. Leasing activities reach almost 42,000 square meters in the first quarter of 2023, surpassing the 5-year average for this period of the year. Growing demand for co-working space is another noteworthy market trend. To respond to occupier preferences, an increasing number of office buildings are incorporating flexible office solutions. At the beginning of 2023, the supply of co-working and serviced office space in Sofia surpassed 61,000 square meters, with another 11,500 square meters under development. The vacancy rate for Class A and B office buildings in Sofia is hovering around 60% and expected to remain stable for the foreseeable future. Related to the retail asset class, we can say that the past year saw deliveries of about 125,000 square meters of retail parks, which account for about 25% of the existing stock. Considering the three retail asset types, shopping centers, outlet centers and retail parks, 2023 development activity was registered only in the third format, that is retail parks. Demand has been driven by the expanding business of discount retailers, affordable clothing brands and sports stores. In September 2023, it was announced that the construction of the largest retail park in the region of Plovdiv is to be started shortly. This is the seventh retail park in Plovdiv, and the build-up area is close to 16,000 meters. And the GLA is 20,786 square meters. On the shopping center site, activity would be limited entirely to the existing stock, as the construction of Mall Promenade in Plovdiv, the sole new project on the market, has not commenced yet. If you would like to know all the figures of construction to estate in Bulgaria for the full year of 2023, you can refer to our latest report on Bulgaria and CSEE PropTech mapping report, which is the 6th annual edition, released 6 consecutive years. You can find the landing webpage of the report via scanning the QR code or following the link in the first comments of this video below. Stay with us and check also our CE news on Poland, Hungary, Romania, Czech Republic and Slovakia.